What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit. I'm back going with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. I wanted to talk in depth a little bit more about a fight like that. And I'm gonna talk about that based on their past performances, to tell you who I think will get a knockout in a fight like that and who needs to win on points to win, If Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez was signed and done and the fight was supposed to happen, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think Canelo beats Benavidez. If Canelo don't believe what the fans believe, and I'm about to break it down for you guys. I think Canelo beats Benavidez if he doesn't believe he's a knockout artist, like he's going to go in there and knock everybody out that he fights. He's not knocking these dudes out. Canelo isn't the best at 168 when it comes to knocking these dudes out. He's just not. I don't know why he carries himself like he has the biggest punch at 168, and he really doesn't, bro. I don't know why he carries himself like that. A lot of fans, when they predict Canelo Alvarez fights, they say, Canelo by knockout. Canelo's too powerful. No, he's not, bro. Y'all really be reaching. He's not the biggest puncher at 168. He's a solid puncher. He got some pop, but he's not the biggest puncher at 168. Canelo Alvarez just brought a fighter in Charlo up 2 weight classes, guys. 2 weight classes. And he couldn't even hurt this man. And we seen Charlo get hurt at 154. Charlo got hurt at 154 versus Brian Castaño. Castaño almost knocked Charlo out. There was no time in the fight versus Canelo Alvarez where I thought, damn, Canelo's about to knock out Charlo. I never once thought that watching that fight. Charlo not only came up 2 weight classes, he had a long layoff, so he had everything against him. Long layoff, just coming off a hand injury. Plus, he had to go up 2 weight classes. That's a recipe for disaster. If you put that same Charlo, you put in with Canelo against David Benavidez, this is what's going to happen to him. He's going to get cooked. Do you think Canelo Alvarez, if he would have fought this Demetrius Andre, you think Canelo would have did that to him? Then a lot of people was going to say, what about Caleb Plant? Canelo stopped Caleb Plant, but David Benavidez wasn't able to knock him out. David Benavidez didn't knock him out because the referee allowed Caleb Plant to hold. Caleb Plant was hurt throughout the entire fight, but holding on for dear life. I didn't see Charlo hold Canelo too much. Honestly, he didn't really hold Canelo. He was just turning Canelo using lateral movement. He didn't really hold him. So Canelo should have found a way to cut off the ring and stop Charlo, a guy going up 2 weight class, hand injury, and long layoff. Like I said before, that was a recipe for disaster. That should have been a knockout. But Canelo is not this knockout artist like y'all try to paint him out to be. A fight with Canelo versus David Benavidez, if anybody should get a knockout, should be David Benavidez. But then again, Canelo has a beard. We've seen Canelo take some of the biggest, most hellacious shots in the sport of boxing. I remember this one fight against, I think it was the first fight, against Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin put everything into this one punch he landed on Canelo Alvarez. And all Canelo did was just turn his head, and he turned it right back, and he shaked his head like, that didn't really do nothing to me. So that right there alone is ridiculous. How Canelo has a granite chin like that. A guy who started his career at 140. He has been wobbled, though, at 147 against Jose Miguel Cotto's brother. But I've never seen him seriously hurt since that fight. You know. I mean, like I said, on paper, when we look at it, if when we look at who should get the KO in a fight like that, the numbers leans towards David Benavidez, not in favor of Canelo. It's in favor of David Benavidez to get a knockout. I think how Canelo beats a David, he would need to outbox David Benavidez. He cannot go in there trying to trade with this big mother sucker. If he goes in there trying to trade with David Benavidez, he's going to lose. He cannot go in there trying to trade fire for fire. He will lose to David Benavidez. That is David Benavidez' bread and butter. He loves trading shots. He's going to keep his earmuffs up. Canelo's going to go in there throwing big shit, and he's going to get tired because David could block really well. David's going to block all of that, and David's going to unload on Canelo. If there is a stoppage, David probably get it by TKO. David probably TKO Canelo Alvarez. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying, if anybody gets a knockout, that's how I see it happening. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying if anybody can get a knockout, it should be David Benavidez, not nobody else. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You guys let me know what you think. David versus Canelo, who do you favor to get a knockout if the fight did end in a knockout? Who do you favor to win? How do you want Canelo to fight Benavidez? And how do you want Benavidez to fight Canelo? I mean, Benavidez, you know, he fights the same almost every single fight. To be honest, he fights the same almost every single fight. But I think Canelo needs to smarten up in a fight like this. You find a younger, hungrier, stronger, bigger man. Don't go fire for fire with him. Outbox him and just counter him. Don't go in there thinking you're going to knock this kid out. That's going to be Canelo's downfall if he does lose. It's because of how he approaches the fight. Anyway, it's your boy No Credit, and I'm out.